we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. First carry for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They run. Chubb. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 28. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
First down and goal to go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Bengals nothing.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Browns 10. Bengals nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check, check.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case,
and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Chubb.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts So as they take it over, we step aside. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the
back to throw now on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On the pickup. Second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Chubb. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up third down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over first.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Good.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You can break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it brings up third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Point after.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know?
And now here is another interception. Picked by Julian Lowe. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
2nd and 6. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
To Nick Chubb.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now look at him go.
Here we go.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Chris Godwin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they also...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's taken to the 26. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the ground, it's Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and 9.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Handoff comes to Chubb. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are pouring it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
And it's 3rd.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A give. This is Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start all smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. It didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A gain of 4. And it's third.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man there is Malone. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They toss it left side to Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles. But defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Now he'll pull it down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like...
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Browns.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move.